Hello everybody. This is a little bit different video than videos I normally do. I want to talk about, I don't know if you call it a book haul or what I'm reading this month, but these are the three books that I ordered from Amazon that came and that I'm currently reading. The first one is called Working with the Law by Raymond Holliwell, and it's a great book. Uh, I would call it a great introduction to New Thought principles is what I would call it. And basically he goes through 11 spiritual laws, or what he considers to be 11 spiritual laws, and find it a very neat book. Two of the laws that I'm really interested in are the law of increase, which I would call the law of praise, and the law of forgiveness. So if you're not achieving the goals in your life or not having prayers answered, it could be because you're not giving enough praise, or you're not forgiving something or somebody in your life. So that's the first book. It's a really good book so far. I'm almost finished with it. It's also a book we're studying on Thursday nights in a metaphysical hangout that I'm in. The second book I'm reading is by Laura Tyson Li, and it's called Madam Chiang Kai-Shek, China's Eternal First Lady. And the reason why I wanted to read about her, and this is also a good book, there's hundreds, literally hundreds of footnotes in this book, so it's well researched, and it's fairly recent too. But anyway, the reason why I wanted to read about Madam Chiang Kai-Shek was she lived in 3 different centuries. She lived to be, I think, 105 years old, and just real neat. What little bit I know about her, and the life that she lived. She was sister-in-law to one president of China, uh, uh, the wife of another president of China, the mother of the president of Taiwan, and just real active, and had opinions throughout. So I'm very interested. And also I'm learning about the history of China, because she lived most of the last 100 years of the history of China. She was there during most of all the big decisions. So I'm real excited to read about her. The last book that I'm reading is a book by Raymond Friday Lock, and it's called The Book of the Navajo. And it's real interesting. I claim to be part Cherokee. Nobody knows for sure, but I claim to be part Cherokee. So I know a lot about the Cherokee Indians. And I thought, well, and they are considered by many people to be the largest tribe in the United States of Indians. But depending on how you measure it, the Navajos also claim to be, and I think with a good argument, to be the #1 populous Indian tribe in America. And they just have a fascinating history. They were marched off their reservation for 4 years. The authorities couldn't figure out what to do with them, so they let them go back to their reservation, and basically thrived. They thrived in the desert. And I think this book, I've only just started, but I think this book is going to explain to me how they were able to thrive in the desert amongst well, they were beaten down by the Spanish. And then when the Spanish got done with them, Americans beat them down or whatever. But one of the things that's really interesting is there's a chapter in here, chapter 5, The World is Holy, which is a little different than what I learned, that the world, we were, in mainline Christian belief is that we're to be in the world but not of the world. And Jesus says, be of good cheer because I have overcome the world. So the world is something that we are supposed to overcome. It's kind of equal with the flesh. flesh is supposed to be a bad thing. But the Navajos have another take on this, so I'm interested to read about that. So those are the 3 books that I'm reading this month, and I'll keep you apprised as to some of the other books I'm going to read. So thanks everybody for watching.